post them to Facebook, to your Facebook page, and you tag them. And people used to come up, I'm the club photographer now because I'm doing the public image. Maybe you get roped into that too, right? But I've never taken more pictures in my whole life. I got cameras, I got a regular camera, I got a flip video, I got a video camera having over here. I've taken more pictures than ever before to document my life and document Rotary so that I can get the word out about Rotary. People love pictures, right? And people used to say to me at the meetings, they'd say, well, hey, Michael, will you send me that photo? And me, being an idiot, I would say, yeah, sure. I'd give myself homework. I'd have 2 hours of homework when I get back from the meeting, right? You know what I say now? If they say, will you send me the photo? I say it's on our club Facebook page. And you can download it from there by right-clicking on the image, save image as. And now, what do they have to do to get a photo of themselves? They have to go like the Troy Rotary Facebook page, which is why we're getting so much traffic. Ego, ladies and gentlemen, is a powerful motivator. Ego, very powerful motivator. People will go to your site to get their picture. Never ever forget that. Sometimes they go to your site to take the picture down. But reverse ego, it's kind of weird. The fourth idea, I want to talk about being too aggressive quickly. So I'm in my club, and again, I don't talk smack about anybody behind their back. I see this in all types of clubs, and when I tell you stories, I've already had personal conversations with everybody, right? I'm at my club meeting a while back, and I see this at all the clubs, and I'm talking to two women who are new to the club, first-timers, visitors to the club. And one of our Rotarians, the heart and soul of our club, a terrific human being, right? No, this guy wouldn't harm a fly. He's not aggressive in the classic sense. He walks up with a big roll of 50-50 tickets around his neck, and he says to the two women who he's never laid eyes on before, very first time he sees them, he says, hey, would you like to buy some 50-50 tickets? And he had no idea what he did wrong. And when he walked away, what do you think the women said to me? What was that all about? Now, some of you may not even catch it because you're in Rotary mode. But let's count the things that went wrong in that little interaction. He didn't introduce himself to the ladies, right? He didn't explain what a 50-50 was. There was nothing in there for them. It was all about him. It was all about Rotary. And you've got to remember that visitors don't know what we do. They don't know the acronyms. They don't know the 50-50 process. He didn't even tell them how much money they would win. I'd want to know that if I was visiting a club and going to contribute to the pot. But he didn't. And so now we do that. We explain it to people so that we don't alienate them or make them feel bad. So we can be too aggressive as Rotarians sometimes. We ask people to join as soon as they come in, right? As soon as they come in the door, we teach the registration people, if they're visitors, we say, well, maybe you'd like to join. They say, no, I'd like to visit. That's why I'm here. I want to visit, right? So they've been asked once at the door. They get inside here and they see somebody on the way to the coffee bar. And the second person sees the visitor tag and says, maybe you'd like to join. That's the second time they've been asked in 5 seconds. They sit down at their tent top, and the third person asks them at the table. By now, they think it's an ambush. They were just invited to visit people. Why do you keep asking them to join? You don't even know if you like them yet. They don't know if they like you yet. So, we can be too aggressive, I think. Self-esteem. Let's talk about self-esteem quickly. You got to make people feel important. You got to help them feel good about themselves. When I was 6 years old, my father approached me on a Sunday afternoon. He said, Michael, who is the most important person in the whole world? I thought I knew the answer to this question. I looked up at my daddy and I said, you are, Daddy. My dad shook his head, no. He said, son, I'll ask you a second time. Who is the most important person in the whole world? By this time I thought I knew the answer. I answered quickly, Mommy. He said, no, again. He said, son, think one more time, I'll ask you, who is the most important person in the whole world? And this time I answered, I am, Daddy. And he said, that's right, son. I've learned since then I'm not more important than anybody else. I'm as important as anybody else. And if you are in my audience, you're as important as everybody else. If you're my customer, you're important. If you're on my team, you're important. And I treat everybody as if they're the most important person in the world. And how do you think people treat me? Same. Absolutely. Hey, Danville, come see me for a second. Will you come on? Round of applause for my friend from Danville, please. We're going to wrap up soon. This is a tradition for me by now. Is that one of the things that I offer here here at the end of my talk is a chance for you to win some of my information products. I'm going to do a drawing. We're going to do it with business cards, so I'll trade you your email address for a chance to win several $100s worth of audio programs, DVD, books that I've written. We'll do it quietly. If you would get your cards out quietly and get them for the center of the table, we'll have somebody at the corners of the room come by, do a sweep, and pick them up. Don't try to collect the cards yet. Let's get them out and get them ready, and I'll give you the word about when to collect, okay? We'll do the drawing, and then if it's okay with you, I'll put you on my mailing list. If you don't want to be on it, just let me know. More communication tips, more leadership tips, and I have a package that is available at a 50% discount for Rotarians this weekend. 50%, half off. And I'll tell you that this is normally cost about $350. Let's do this. As a favor to my friend Bo Porter, $100 for the whole thing this weekend. Just it, $100. Fair enough? And you take them back to work, you can take them back to your club. Here's something else that I offer that I think you'll really enjoy. Sharon is an old friend from Nashville, Kentucky. You want to tell them a quick story?
My name is Sharon Howell. I'm from Danville, Kentucky, and I am the incoming president for next year. I've been involved with our club since 2004. And about 2 years ago, we were looking at all the ways that we need to raise money, and we had had this pancake breakfast for years. And it had just kind of died. We wasn't raising any money, couldn't get anyone to attend. And we had the opportunity to bring this great guy into our midst. And I am proud to say, with his great help, that spring, we had a fundraiser and raised $14,000 at noon one day. And it was one of the simplest things we ever did. He actually just came in and spoke to people within our community. We raised all of this money, gave just about every bit of that money to an organization there outside of Danville, Kentucky called Camp Coursing Around. This is a camp for children who are, a lot of them have illnesses, a lot of them are terminally ill, and they get the opportunity to go to this camp and spend a few days. It gives them an opportunity to be a child, be away from the hospital atmosphere. It gives the parents a break. But he came in and helped us, and let me tell you all, listen to the things that he's telling you today. It's not rocket science. All this stuff works. I would encourage you, if you can use him in any way in your club, to do that. This was not planned. We actually met on the elevator just a few moments ago. I had not seen him since he was at our club. But we did an outstanding fundraiser. It has turned our club around. Last year we did an international dinner and raised, I think, close to $20,000. And tomorrow night, I'm actually missing it, we're having our second international dinner, and we hope to raise that much money again. So he really helped us turn our club around and get our people energized in new ways of fundraising and doing things that we hadn't thought of outside of the box. We've been doing the same things for years. So take what he's telling you to heart, because it works.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you very much. A good president. So that was a fundraiser seminar, just to color in the circle for you. Fundraiser seminar, I waived my fee, and I soft sell my materials in the back of the room because people want to take something home with them, and all the money gets donated back to your club for whatever cause you would like. So it'd be my pleasure to do that with you if you wanted to do it. We need to wrap up. Would you please collect the cards? We'll do a quick drawing, and we'll get you out of here right on time. Bo Porter, would you come up here with me, please? Yeah, somebody from each corner, a volunteer to collect the cards and bring them up so we can do the drawing. I'll answer any questions that you have about anything. If you want to raise your hand quickly and shout it out, we'll see what we can do. Thank you. Why don't you just put them on the stage and we'll just draw them that way. Thank you very much. Questions about anything we've talked about? I guess we'll have 1 second here, Bo, if you want to come back in just a minute. Questions in the back? You want to come up here and come on up. We'll give your club a plug, and that way we can get you on the mic and we can hear what the question is. Come on up if you have a question, everybody. It's my favorite part of the program because I never know what anybody's going to ask. People are often curious about my background. I come from the music business. In my 20s, I was in a touring rock band with my brothers. We opened for acts like Rick Springfield, Corey Hart, Joan Jett, and I think that's where I got a lot of my comfort level in front of audiences. In my 30s, I was in the telecom business, sales, making 50 outbound calls a day to people I didn't know, trying to get them to buy telephone equipment. Great boot camp for being persuasive. Come on up with me, sweetie. And then in my 40s, I'm in my late 40s now, I'm 53. In my 40s, I became a published author and speaker. You want me to finish the handout, is that it? What is your name?
Phyllis Belcher. I'm the incoming president of the Greene County Club in West Alabama.
And what kind of president are you going to be?
I'm the outstanding president.
So where do we leave off? Courage comes with practice. No one has enough self-esteem. Let's look through the handout. Sit with me here, Phyllis. Next page. Let's do this quickly. The 15 most powerful words. Here we go. And I'm going to give them to you like this. The 5 most powerful, the 4, the 3, they add up to 15. The 5 most powerful words you can ever use with another person are, I am proud of you. The 4 most powerful words are, what is your opinion? Or, what do you think? The 3 most powerful words are, will you please? The 2 most powerful words are, thank you. And the single most powerful word you can ever use with another person is that person's name. And that's why we get the name badges at Rotary. You want to be able to call them by their favorite word. Next page. 5 cool ideas for power signals. You want to start your day with a power hour in the morning. Time is of the essence when you're president of your club. You're going to have to put in some time. Why don't you get up an hour early and go to bed an hour early the night before, if you can. Half hour is fine. And get that Rotary stuff done. Schedule it. Don't wait for it to probably happen. Schedule it. Schedule Sunday morning from 6 to 7 for Rotary, and it'll work for you. Smile through doorways. I already told you how to do that. I want you to start walking a little bit more faster than you normally walk. When you walk a little bit more faster than you normally walk, you send a signal that you're busy. And you're walking with purpose. And people will respect your time because it seems like you're busy. I call this the Michael Caruso airport walk. What's the next one, Phyllis? Walk with purpose. Next, sit in the power seat. That's true for all of these sessions, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the power in this room right now? Right here, baby. If the speaker's any good, the power's in the front of the room. You notice if you ever had a bad speaker, there ain't no power in the room at all at your club. So the power in the room is in the front. So a lot of these tables are reserved for AGs and DGs and people with initials. And you want to sit as close to those people as you can because your future with Rotary is in leadership. You're going to be moving up the chain. We need more AGs, don't we both? We need more BDGs. Absolutely. And then finally, you want to have this killer elevator speech. Why did you join Rotary? What is Rotary? In my case, Rotary is the best decision I've ever made. Remember that when you show interest in others, others will show interest in you. When you show interest in others, others will show interest in you. Thank you, Phyllis. Matt, come up here with me quickly. Matt, I want to show you something called the perfect handshake. As president, you're going to shake hands with more people than you ever have in your life. You have all these kids come to your club, you're going to shake hands with all those wet, sticky, gummy bear hands. Matt, you know how to do the perfect handshake? Let me show you this, Matt. Hold out your hand like this. Most important part of the handshake, ladies and gentlemen, is this fleshy area between the thumb and the forefinger. To establish good contact with another person, you want what's called web-to-web contact, Matt. Web-to-web contact gives you an assertive handshake because there's 3 types of handshakes, ladies and gentlemen. Passive handshake, the assertive handshake, and the aggressive handshake. The aggressive handshake is called the bone crusher. The passive handshake is called the dead fish. Everybody likes the assertive handshake. With gentlemen, I often rush in the last fraction of a second. I sometimes clap the gentleman on his right shoulder with my left hand. The bigger the dude, the harder I hit him. Not sure why, it's just a guy thing. Matt, thank you very much, sir. Let's finish up the handout. Next page. So this will be the last little piece that we do for you. Who signs up more members at your club? Let's talk about this. Who signs up the most members at your club? My money is on one person's name in your club, who is your closer, your club's closer. They sign up more people than anybody in your club combined. Raise your hand if this might be true in your club. This guy or gal is really good. Give me some first names. Who is it? Go ahead. Shout it out. They're the people right there, right? These guys are really good at it. Now let me tell you something. You can spend all this time and energy getting visitors to come to your club. Why would you take any chances on how you would sign them up? From now on, I want you to do seating. And I'm going to put this into place in my club, because I'm one of those bigger than personality people in my club. I want all the visitors in my president year to be at my table, because I'm going to try to close them. I'm a professional sales trainer. I've got skin in the game, right? My club is 44 members, ladies and gentlemen. I just submitted my club plan. You have one of those? And I put 75 on it for the new numbers. 75. Yeah, you watch me. I got a blog at michaelangelocaruso.com, and I'm going to post the new number at the end of the year. We'll see if it's 75. Anybody want to bet against me? I didn't think so. So here's how it works. You put the visitor in this chair. Visitor right here. The person that invited the visitor sits here. And guess who sits here? Closer. Closer. See, the closer's good at getting people into the club. Right? If you've been in Rotary 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, and you've never brought in a member, you're not the closer. In fact, you're not good at all at getting people to join Rotary. And so let's put them next to the closer, the person that is. Did I answer all of your blanks? So you got a little seating chart here, this little round seating chart. You can schedule the closer, the visitor, and so on. And then finally, if you want to use my 5 cool ideas for your website, you can send me a quick email. My email's on the front of the handout. Send me an email and I will send you my articles royalty-free. You can just use them. All I ask is that you provide attribution and mention my website. It's my pleasure. I'll come speak at a fundraiser at your club if you want. Bo Porter, come up here with me, sir. This guy has become a very, very good friend through the years, and he has introduced me to people in your district, 400 people at a time. I am so grateful, and I've always blocked out your weekend, at this time of the year, to come speak to Mid-South Pets, and I've been asked to come back next year, and I'm honored, I'm humbled, and you got it all started. And I have a special announcement. Some of you may know this already, but I want to say it publicly. This is Bo's final year in his current capacity with the district. And this guy is a hero, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please stand and thank him properly for all the work, all the years, and all of the effort that he's given. Thank you very much, everybody. Go forward.
Let's do a drawing here.
Help with the drawing. Come on up. This is done. Close your eyes. Drawing for the Fastener audio program. My father's letters with the self-esteem story. 5 Cool Ideas book. And Little Ideas with Big Results. Total of $350 worth of information product. Hours and hours of audio. The winner is...
Well, I have to qualify the winner. I want to know if this august body is willing to give this package to a district governor nominee. Yes. Ed County, come and get the presentation. Michael, if you will, join me on the stage, please. Michael was not just being the speaker and being nice. We have established a great friendship, and it all began through Rotary at the All Ohio Pets. I think 9 years ago, maybe 10. And we have had the opportunity of involving Michael as a result of that pet session in presidential seminars and in many, many pets organizations throughout America. And we appreciate Michael giving of his time and his talents. I hope you got the message that he can be very helpful to your success as an incoming president and providing the leadership of your club. Michael, on behalf of this group, I think you've probably got a drawer full of these now, but please accept this pin set that says thank you, and also some enjoyable chocolates.